morning. We're just outside Glasgow. Got a fair way to go yet, guys. A fair way to go yet. Oh, 20 past 3 in the morning. Been on the road since 7 p.m. Straight from work. Straight on the road. Well then, guys and girls and everybody else watching, we're in the city of Oban. It's no secret when you come up to the Highlands to head to Oban. So just had a nice breakfast and here we are, of Oban, Scotland. I drove straight up last night. I'm gonna have a bit of a walk around now, stretch my legs. I've had 4 hours kip. Next time you hear of me and see me, I'll be fishing. We won't blank in there. Tell you what, we've been fishing now for about an hour and a bit. A little bit over an hour, say. And I thought I would tell you a little bit about what's going through my mind. It feels like Norway when I was back fishing in Norway. Very long time ago now, 10 years ago, when I went to Norway fishing. But it doesn't matter how far you send it. We're still on the first cast, by the way. I've just put big baits out and I've left them out there. But it doesn't matter how far you'd send it. It just goes straight down. I've cast them about 80 yards. I'm fishing with the fin and oars, reels, fixed spool. On them I've got a £100 braid to a £100 Rovex X10, I think it is, shock leader for the abrasion. So I'm not casting them a great deal of distance, but I'm casting them about 80 yards, I would say, 80-ish yards, letting out loads and loads of line, and it's just going boom, straight down by the time it's settled. It's deep there, so I don't know. I definitely feel a little bit out of my comfort zone, but sitting here it's absolutely glorious. My plans over the next 4 days, so I'm going to fish this mark here tonight. I don't know until what time, but I believe it fishes better in the dark. This is a known mark for skate, so I believe it fishes better in the dark. We're going to give it a go. We're going to fish maybe until about 9, 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, I don't know. See how I get on, see how tired I get and how fast I get tired. I have got my stove with me. I've carried everything apart from the kitchen sink with me here. I'll take all my rubbish from here, and a little bit of rubbish that's been left here, I'll take that away too. But my plans for the 4 days is I'm going to fish here tonight, then I'm going to get some sleep in the car, get up in the morning, I'm going to venture about, look for another mark and fish another mark tomorrow. Perhaps a little bit shallower tomorrow, in the hopes of spur dogs and rays, and I'm really not bothered what I catch on this trip, as long as I catch. I don't want to blank. I want to catch something up here in Scotland. Yes, I would love a common skate, but it's not a must. It's a learning curve, it's an experience, and I've brought you with me for the journey. So we'll see what happens, and hopefully, like I say on any trip that I go on, a safe journey there, a safe journey home. Everything in between is just luck and a bonus, shall we say. Time for a coffee. That cup there is the crossing down at South Wales onto the sandbar. My sister done that cup for me. It tells a lot of story, that cup. It was a trip down, my first ever trip down South Wales, and there's the crossing of it. Everybody queuing to get onto the sandbar down in South Wales after the blonde rays, and I did get one. I honestly can't explain to you how jaw-dropping gorgeous and peaceful this place is. Fishing now for the last few hours. I think I've been fishing for about 3 hours now. nothing of indication as yet anyway. A little update, guys. So basically there's nothing happened as yet. It's coming up to 5 PM. It's raining a little bit and I've been getting eaten alive by the midges. Wasn't expecting any midges this early in the year, but they are definitely, the sun's out, or sun's been out, so there's been a few midges. There's a few local boys now turned up. I've got a lad to my right, 2 lads to my left, so let's see if anything happens. It'd be interesting to see how they do it with them being the local boys and see if we can find something, eh? You never know, you never know. We're at that time of night. Definitely at that time of night. Some burgers, only the best. I'm just going to talk to my phone for a minute so you don't think that I'm losing my plot. Do what you gotta do, that'll suit me. I've had permission off the locals to do what I want to do, so here we are, guys. We're into the darkness. We're into the darkness. There's not much to report really. I've been fishing for 7.5 hours and I've had nothing. There's no fish in Scotland. So fair enough, lads have come up next to us fishing here, local lads, and got talking. Young lad fishing next to me here. I was quite shocked when he said how old he was, really, to be fair. He's only 15. I've got that right now. Aye. He's only 15 and he's got his own channel, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'll put a description of his channel name here now. So check him out and jump on and give him a subscribe. Local lad catching fish in Scotland, more than I'm doing at the moment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you up with updates as it's going. There's no point me just spending hours having conversation with you because it'll just be a boring video. So we'll hopefully bring you back with some action-packed, fish action-packed, hopefully with a bit of luck. As I said right at the start of the video, I don't want to expose the marks and stuff like that because it's just not the right way that I find to go around fishing. You obviously know that I'm in Scotland. I've travelled up to Oban and then I've gone and just found marks, gone fishing, and hopefully we can find some fish. There's enough out there if it's something you want to do. All I will advise is, I don't know a lot on it, but just make sure that you got the right gear, beef up for it. I'm over beefed for it. What I'll do in the daylight tomorrow is I'll show you the gear that I'm using, and hopefully before then though I'll show you some fish. So we'll keep going, we'll keep trying, and that's all we can do. That's all we can do. But there's 6 rods now between us out here, so if there isn't one caught, they're not bloody there. It's that simple, isn't it? And tomorrow's another thinking day. Well, it's a first for me, guys. I've never ever caught one of these before. It's not what I'm after, but it's a langoustine. I think I'm pronouncing that wrong, but never mind. Somebody will correct me. It's almost like a lobster crossed with a prawn. Cracking eating, I believe. Never caught one of these before anyway. So I've come all the way to Scotland to catch that. Early days yet, guys, early days. Well, it's not. It's 10 o'clock at night. And I am absolutely tired. The lads have gone now. They've moved on to another mark. They did offer me to go with them, but I'm running on 3 hours sleep, so I'm just going to stick it out here for another hour now tonight. Maybe 2 hours. See if I can just pick something up. Then I'm going to get some kip in the car and venture to another mark tomorrow. So hopefully I can bring you back with some better action than what we're getting already. Scotland is proving to be a bit of a challenge. But we're not broken yet. I am tired, but we're not broken just yet. The big release. Well, that's a bit boring, isn't it? Come on. Do something exciting for the channel. Oh, what a boring bloody crab. Whoa, shit myself then. There it goes. I think that is what is stripping the baits. Oh well, keep going. Broken. 15 and a bit hours I've been fishing on that mark. Straight through. I fished the tide up a little bit, all the way back down, all the way back up, and halfway back down again pretty much. Just under 16 hours of straight through fishing. I didn't get a single, not one single bite. A few lads come and fished next to me. They stayed for about 4 hours, and at that time there was 6 rods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rods. 8 rods between us, and nothing come out. They moved on. I stayed. It's 20 past 3 in the morning now. I think I'm going to try and get my head down, and we'll see you with a new plan, a fresh day, a new mark, and let's see what happens, eh? We're in Scotland. What am I doing? Oh, that's the bloody thing. What do I do next? I literally just pulled over to take pictures of the Scottish cows for my sister. They're fucking alpacas. Morning everybody, how are we all doing? I'm now into my second day in Scotland. Absolutely glorious, glorious wall-to-wall sunshine. I've just had some breakfast. So what I'm going to do today, guys, is I'm going to have a drive around and find a few different marks. I sat on that mark last night for about 16 hours and I didn't get anything. That doesn't mean there wouldn't be fish there tonight. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive around today and have a look at different places to give myself some options. As the sun falls tonight, I'm going to go and fish a mark. And then I'm going to, if I don't get anything, have options to move. Something I didn't have last night was options. So I'm going to spend a bit of time today driving around, looking at marks, taking in this beautiful Scottish scenery. I've had a little bit of a tear this morning because my dad always wanted to come to the Highlands, and that's one of the reasons that I've come up here, is just to sort of break the egg, should you say, because I've never been before and I would like to spend a bit of time up here in Scotland. With it being so far away though, it's just making the most of it, and I've got the weather, if nothing else, just to scan the area. I feel a little bit selfish because I would love to bring the wife up here and the kids, but it's a long way to drive with the kids in the car. But hopefully as they get older I can bring them, and hopefully we can sort out a babysitter. So Mum, if you're watching, so I can bring the wife one weekend. I haven't done a lot of filming, guys, just on the pure basics of I've been taking it all in. I've had a little moment to myself of thought of my dad, but we are here for the fishing, and I am hoping that you're enjoying following me on this journey up in Scotland. So I'll let you take a couple of seconds of the scenery, and I'll see you throughout my trip up here in Scotland. whilst I visit the marks today, I am going to take my lure rod with me, just to have a feel, have a play about, maybe get some fresh bait, and who knows, I might even catch a big loch pollock. We can try, eh? Well, I'm bouncing about, not really doing much filming today as I explained, bouncing about, checking out new marks, and I've only gone and caught my first Scottish fish. Not a big one at all, but it's a lovely clean pollock. My first fish in Scotland on a lure. Not what we've travelled to Scotland to do, but whilst the sun's bright, it's breaking it up. Lovely little pollock. I'll keep going, see if we get a big one, eh? See if we can get you a big one. And we'll be back on the baits this evening. Happy days. Travelled best part of 600 miles for a pollock. We love you, Scotland. We got some fresh bait, guys. Lovely bit of fresh bait there. Happy days. 5 I've had, but I've kept 4 and put 1 back, and I've lost an absolute belter. Wow, I'm tired. And just like that, it's night time. Welcome again to night number 2. Why am I saying welcome again? It's the first time I've turned it on tonight. So, welcome. Saying it again. Here are all the wrong bits. It's dark, guys. We're into the second night of my Scottish adventure. Into the second night here on the into the second night here of my Scottish adventure. It's been a long day. Well, it's been a long couple of days that I've been here already. So, as you will have already seen, I fished for 16 hours or something like that last night, and I didn't even get a bite. I've spent all of today bobbing around with a lure rod, trying to catch some fresh bait and just looking for new marks. By the way, we're on a new mark tonight. We are targeting spur dogs. That's right, we're having a go this evening for spur dogs. This is the first mark of two marks that I'm going to fish tonight. I'm going to fish here. We're an hour off low water. I'm going to fish here for 3 hours. So I'm going to fish an hour down, 2 hours up. I'm going to make the journey back to the car, and then I'm going to travel 20 minutes to another mark that I found. Let's see if we can get a spur dog. So today I've spent the day, I haven't done much filming, as you'll be aware. I've spent the day around the rocks, hiking through the mountains and along the coast, looking for marks and just generally looking for a big pollock. I found plenty of pollock, nothing of stamp, but I lost. Now we all talk about the one that got away, but I lost a very, very big fish. I was bringing the metal jig back and I was just winding it because I was coming to the side. As I was winding it, it come out of the kelp, out of nowhere, straight up, bang, boom. I seen a quick glimpse of it. I couldn't stop it. It went straight back down into the kelp. I estimate, now this is an estimate, anywhere between 8 and 10 pounds. Hit me by surprise, big fish. I would have liked to have stayed on that mark longer, but I couldn't because I needed to get on the move. I needed to find out where I was going to fish tonight. Second mark. Oh. Well, what can I say? It's now 20 past 1 in the morning on the second night, on the second mark. The rods are out just by there. I haven't really got much to report other than there's no fish in Scotland. It's really, really tough going, guys, to be honest with you. I always knew that the hopes and the targets of trying to find a skate was going to be a challenge. I knew that before I even set off. It's not going to be a walk in the park when you're targeting monster fish like this, and I knew there'd be lots of hours. Sometimes you get lucky and you can turn up and catch one first cast, but I was expecting it to be hard. On the other hand, I thought there'd be spur dogs, rays, dogfish, a bit of just fish to keep it going actively. Yes, I admit I've been fishing with large baits, but there's nothing even attacking them. The rods aren't bouncing. They're coming back either eaten by crabs or untouched. There's nothing. Yeah, I don't know. It's now 1:20 in the morning. I'm wrapped up. It's freezing cold. I'm really tired. I'm running on about 6 hours sleep since I left home on Friday. It's now early hours of Monday morning. I'm going to fish for a few more hours. Hopefully, I'll bring you back with a fish. That there is one of the pollock from earlier on today. Turned inside out. Well, it's part of it anyway. It's not the whole pollock, but part of the pollock turned inside out. Strapped on. So the baits are right. The baits are right. It feels right. We're in a deep channel. Just the fish aren't there. Or they're not feeding anyway. Well, it's 4:15 AM in the morning, and I've literally just climbed in the car. I don't know. Try again tomorrow? That's all I can say, guys and girls. We'll try again tomorrow. But for now, I am really looking forward to closing my eyes and getting some shut eye. See you in a couple of hours, eh? Back in the car. Hotel car. I might look rough. I definitely feel rough. We're still in Scotland. Oh. 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 Gorgeous place. Try again today, guys. We'll try again today.
First time I've ever done anything like this, guys. We're on a boat and I get seasick. Great, isn't it? I've only gone and picked a cross while it's rough. Blowing a gale today. Don't like it. This is my nerves kicking in this. Alright, mate.
Oh, no. It's just way over the pipe.
You got that there? Thank you very much.
What do we see?
Can I get it off you, please? Yeah. Thank you very much.
Cheers, thanks.
There we go. Paid up. Ready to cross.
Ah, beautiful. Straight through the fucking window. Best close that then, innit? Maybe that's what they were saying. Well then, we're going into the third night on my last sunset in Scotland, and it's an absolutely gorgeous evening. I'm not going to bore you with all the boring details of what's been happening, but I've been up, down, round, up and down a bit more, round a bit more, looking for a mark. I've settled on this one this evening. I'm 2 hours from where I was last night. I've travelled up and down. I've spent most probably about an hour with a lure rod, just chucking it here, there, and it seems to be fairly deep here and fairly clean. I maybe need to get up with the times and get myself one of these apps where you can check the bottom and stuff. But for now, we'll stick to the old way of suck it and see. We're into the last night here in Scotland, guys. I don't really need to say much, do I? It's the final night. It's night 3. This is my last chance for it to happen in Scotland. Wow, it's been hard work. It's been a long day today. I've travelled up, down, round, around a bit more, up a bit more, and I'm now currently 10 hours away from home. A ginger crab. That just about sums it up, doesn't it? A ginger crab. You know the fishing's crap when you start taking pictures of crabs. -4. -4. Anyone for mini cheddars? Cheesy mini cheddars? At 20 to 5 AM in the morning. I'm working my way back towards home. I've stopped off on this well-known mark. I don't need to name it because I'm sure you know where I am. I'm on the pier. It's not somewhere I want it to be. It's not a mark that I intended to fish, but I'm passing it on my way home and I haven't had a fish. I haven't had a bite. 20 to 5. My ferry to get back over to across the loch is at 6:30. I'm 40 minutes from there, so I'm having a short session on here. Let's just see if I can pull something out of the bag. I am really, really tired, and I'm the best part of 10 hours away from home. I am tired. I'm currently halfway home, guys. I was just thinking to myself, I haven't done an outro, but I'm sure you realised by the boat crossing back this morning that it was over. It's over. I've run out of time. Let me move that out of the way. I've run out of time, but Scotland, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. I've absolutely loved spending time in Scotland. I will be back again, but I definitely won't be doing it alone again. I think I've done the research that I wanted to do out that trip, but it's just so far. It's so far, 10 hours drive. I'm just under halfway home, and yeah, I'm burnt out, I'm tired. I tried everything. I tried absolutely everything to get you a monster fish to screen, so apologies that didn't happen, but that is fishing, and that's how fishing goes. I've just stopped to get myself an overpriced sandwich. That's right, I won't name the company, but you know, they do it in a foot long and a 6-inch. But yeah, absolutely great people that I bumped into, met some new faces, loved the scenery. The wildlife is out of this world. Yesterday I made a bit of a mission early yesterday to go look for the stags. I found the stags. I'll put some pictures up for you in a minute, or a clip up. I seen badgers, I seen an otter, seals, bird life amazing, loads of the jacket crows. I've gone blank on you. Yeah, just the woodpeckers, badgers, otters, woodpeckers, rabbits. Didn't see a hare. Yeah, just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But guys, I've got a good 5 hours still under my belt to go. Thank you for tuning in with me. I hope you've enjoyed this Scottish adventure. What I'm going to do, because I've got a lot of footage, I am going to just do one fishing video for you, or some sort of fishing video, which hopefully you've already watched, or coming to the end of it now, so I will shut up shortly. And then I've got loads of scenic stuff, so I'm going to do 2 videos. One will be the video based on the fishing side of things, which will be this video, and the other one will be the scenic sights of Scotland. So until I see you next time, who knows where that'll be, who knows when that'll be. Keep safe, keep fishing, keep chasing them dreams. Overpriced sandwich with some red onions.